Oh my gosh! So we're back for more, and it's 3 p.m. I've totally written out some talking points, but not much. So this is literally going to be the shortest, even shorter than my impromptu. I mean, God willing, or all things accordingly, shorter than my impromptu webcast. I have 7 things written now, and they're short ass topics. Just kind of like a brief, and just to say hello. I just wanted to say hello and just see how you're doing, Nonetheless, I haven't even showered, man, and it's 3 p.m. and I just went to the post office and a terrible disgrace. I'm always cutting things to the last minute. If anybody could be any less punctual than me, then I don't think it's ever possible, man. I don't think it's even possible. But what it comes down to is just that, and that is I was going to the post office to handle some business, and they closed at 3. And I'm arriving at like 3:02, man. So what do I know? That the doors to the office is locked. So terrible disgrace, man. But it's nothing. It's nothing to me, man. It's nothing to me, man. But anyways, yeah. Oh, and this is something I didn't note on my parchment. But nonetheless, what's really funny though is like if I thought of the most clever name for, and I know someone's gonna probably hijack this name, but I've thought of the most clever name for if I was a comedian, and I was even gonna think about naming my podcast series this, for my audio, not the visual, as this is showcasing or depicting. I was thinking about making the name of my podcast. I am not the president. Oh my gosh. I think that's really clever, man. And at the same token, like I was thinking that would be even funnier for a comedian. If you were a comedian, you did like live sets, and the name of your tour was "No, I'm Not the President," and you were real clever, like, adept and well spoken and just talented as fuck. That's really what it comes down to, man. And that's really a name that's really cool, man. I think that's really cool. I might name it that, but now that I've told you, man, it's just like it's out there on the internet, and this shit's not so much in secrecy, and you got to move in secrecy if you really want these things. But I have another name that I'm not gonna divulge, because that'd be a terrible disgrace. But anyways, this is the main portion of what I wanted to talk about was just that, and that is, you got to stay motivated, diligent. I love that word, diligent. You got to stay diligent, and you got to stay on your toes, man. You got to stay 10 toes down, and of course, we all want the finest out of life. I think that's very reasonable, but at the same time, it takes sacrifices to be great. I think that, and that's just great lifestyle, great everything. Sometimes, you spend money and that's necessary, but overspending in the likes is not necessary. And at the same token, that same money that you could save is really good, but that money that you save that you in turn invest, oh my gosh, that's very fucking valuable. And that's what's been schooled to me, man. What's been schooled to me is just that. You should have a high savings rate, and you should have a very high investing rate, for overall, and that's what's really going to take you far in life, over a 20-year period. Oh my gosh. And I'm 26, so just thinking long term, oh my gosh, 20 years. Oh my gosh, can I even imagine it? Oh my gosh, but it's coming. Like it's been iterated to me several times, the future is fucking coming. You can't just live for the moment all the time, because the future is fucking coming, and it belongs to those who prepare for that shit. Who prepares for tomorrow owns tomorrow, So, and most people aren't preparing, Most people aren't preparing for a rainy day and the likes, So you got to be really prepared and ready to take over, man. God willing, all things in due time, But yeah, man, I'm just lounging, man. Lounging. I know this is not YouTube live. That'd be really cool. Because I think I'd be seeing comments, or I don't even know, whatever works. But nonetheless, like it's still very valuable because I'm lounging. I haven't showered. It's 3:30 p.m. and I'm just freaking relaxing, man. But I'm getting ready to get to work, man. So don't think it's too twisted. And I think what's going to be very, very, very beneficial to the future of my podcast and my webcast is just that, having written out points and lessons and the likes, and maybe having a little bit of forethought before I get into the complete elaborations. Oh my gosh. I think that's very, very valuable, and I think that's very, very cool, man. And I think that's what's gonna help me get 100 times better, literally 100 times better. And I'm already pretty good, So what it takes to get 100 times better is just that you're gonna be insane. It's gonna be an insane amount of talent, insane amount of just visually stunning, pleasing, and the likes, So it's just gonna be audibly and visually pleasing. Oh my gosh, and that's what it comes down to. So such a blessing, and I hope I haven't been just moving around too much. I'm trying to see how it works with just being mobile. I know you're supposed to stay stationary and just kind of talking to the microphone, and that's what's ideal. But at the same token, if I'm moving a little bit, like, and just vibing, does that totally like equate? Like, will you still hear me just as good in the likes? Like, if so, then, I mean, I'm going to post this one regardless, but, like, if it goes from me being close to the mic and then waving out of the mic and close to the mic, I don't know how it's going to equate, but I think it's all the same, It's just a microphone picking up the frequency, right? So I think that's very, very valuable. And, what I was going to tell you, and it's a bit of a coincidence, or maybe fate, or the likes, or maybe everybody's just watching me because the universe is revolving around me, just like the universe is revolving around your universe. The world is revolving around my universe, and the world is revolving around your universe too. But what was happening was in a prior webcast or podcast or the likes, I spoke on possibly Amazon Prime having some very, very cool features as far as like, in your Amazon Prime membership, which, isn't the cheapest, but nor is the most expensive thing out there. And some of that is just taking advantage of the value. Then it makes really a lot of sense. But that comes down to Amazon Books and Media, So for what it's worth, that's very cool, very cool. So check out the Amazon Books and Media. And what the email suggested was that you do get media. You do get books. A certain clientele. And you can even look up things in philosophy. Learn philosophy. You don't have to go to college for 4 years to go learn philosophy. You totally learn philosophy just on Amazon motherfucking Prime, man. So for what it's worth, I think that's very, very valuable. But at the same time, I got to go. I got things to do. You do too. So cheers to you. Cheers to me. Cheers to success. Like, follow, subscribe, comment, and the likes. All right. Thank you so much.